So this is where the rubber meets the road. This is the practical strategies, the actionable items that we can look to try and implement straight away. Things like, first of all, meal prepping. Uh, I can't I can't overstate how important meal prepping is. It is the number one thing that you should be doing in terms to try and improve your overall nutrition and your body composition via nutritional kind of interventions. Being prepared, having some set meals, bulk cooked at the start of the week. Sunday's a great day, Sunday afternoon, to bulk cook up some veggies, cook up some different kinds of meats. I might make a big chili or a big bolognese, and then I'll make some, chicken breast or whatever it is. I'll make up some vegetables for the week, and then I'll also make some sort of carbohydrate sources. I might be cooking up some potatoes, cooking up some rice, cooking up some pasta, whatever it is, and then I've just got all that stuff in Tupperware, and then it's just a matter of dividing that into tubs and having it ready to go. Or else, at dinner time at night, I've already got, I've bulk cooked it. It's the same effort to make, to cook up a bolognese or a chili with, 500 grams of mince as it is to do it with a kilo or a kilo and a half, which is going to last you most of the week. So just taking advantage of that kind of preparation phase, uh, putting it in your calendar, make it a non-negotiable. It's just something that happens every week, and that's just going to set you up for success. It takes away that decision fatigue. It sets up your environment, again conducive to your goals. We are lazy creatures. We will just take the easy option. So if we make the easy option a healthy one, then we're going to be well ahead of the eight ball. Again, recipes. There's tons of recipes on the app. You guys will be familiar with the cookbooks and stuff like that I've got on there. Again, BBC Good Food website is another good resource. High protein recipes. Anything from there is pretty much conducive to what we're looking for. High protein, relatively lowish calories, or roughly about 500 calories per meal. Ton of veggies, ton of micronutrition involved in those meals as well, and some real nice, wholesome, enjoyable meals there as well. Environment. So this is another big one. It's a quote from John Berardi, who is the owner of Precision Nutrition, and this is a quote that says, if a food is in your possession or located in your residence, either you, someone you love, or someone you marginally tolerate will eventually eat it. So this is just about, it's about setting your environment up to be conducive to your goals. So if you have some trigger foods, some things that, chocolate for me is just a no go. Dark chocolate I can have in house because I can have it in moderation. I can enjoy it sparingly. Real chocolate, I can't do it. If I have it in there, I get ravenous and tear into that, and then I'll look for. It has a negative effect. It has a knock on self sabotaging effect. And if you have things like that in your environment, you just have to remove it. It's all well and good saying that we can have things in moderation, and that's fine. But if you have something that causes self sabotaging behaviour as a result, then it's probably worth considering, potentially removing that from your environment, or at least, going out for it. So I'll make a point of, if we want to go out and go for burgers or go for ice cream or something like that, I prefer to go out the house for it, and then it doesn't become a habit. It adds an obstacle. It adds a barrier for entry. It raises the barrier for entry to getting it. So making these perhaps indulgent foods, or foods that maybe aren't aligned with exactly where you want to be, adding some barriers for entry, raising the barriers for entry, making those things a little bit more difficult, and the things that are more conducive to your goals and, healthier, more aligned with where you want to be, making that more visible, easier, and utilising the fact that, like I said, we are lazy creatures and we're going to look for that lazy, easy option. So if we make it a healthy one, we're working with our innate natures rather than against it. Mindful eating, again, no sitting in front of the TV, no sitting with your glued to your phone, just like chowing down. Eat slowly, get plenty of chews in, allow your time to digest your food, smell your food, start the digestive process by starting to breathe in that food, get a taste of it, and that actually that sounds like woo woo stuff, but that actually starts the digestive enzymes, the release of digestive enzymes in your mouth, and that starts that digestive process straight away by smelling the food and preparing your body to digest and enjoy a meal. Sit and have a conversation with your kids or your partner or whatever it is, like just sit and enjoy this kind of time together. Especially important for me with having kids. I love sitting, having dinner and just having a chat to them, just hearing about their day or whatever it is. So, eating without distractions is a big one. Again, planning, best case scenario, meal prep, something like that. What can you do in the world when the world is burning around you? I've got kids. Things often don't go to plan, but I've got some easy options, some heat and eat options, some things that are in the house that I can quickly whip up. That I know I've already got these predetermined decisions in my head or predetermined options in my head, and I just scan through them. Plan A is not there, plan B, plan C, but until I get to the plan that I've got that I can execute easily, bang, and I execute it. And having that forethought is going to have such a positive impact and takes away that decision. It's when you try and make a decision on the run under high stress that you'll come unstuck. That's when you're going to run into a bit of soapy bubble, so to speak. Um, Hydration, 30 to 40 millilitres per kilogram of body weight. Good reference point. Consider something like a salt light, a heart salt, 50% sodium chloride, potassium chloride mix, which is going to help you reach your potassium intake. You're going to struggle to hit your potassium intake just from a banana a day. It's not going to get you there. High electrolyte foods: banana, spinach, avocado, sweet potatoes, coconut water. Like nothing. There's nothing crazy here. Just whole foods. If you, like I said, you should be starting to notice a pattern. Minimally processed whole fruits and vegetables is the way to go. That's the cheat code. We've kind of got away from it a little bit. We need to get back to basics. Again, monitor urine colour and make adjustments based off of that. Now, everything that we've just went through and all the previous slides, we now have to put through the funnel of, does it digest well? Bloating, gas, diarrhea are not normal symptoms after a meal, or not normal symptoms at any point. And poor gut health is going to affect nutrient absorption. Being chronically inflamed and your digestive tract, it is going to cause impairment and nutrient absorption. To what extent, it's hard to say, but it's definitely going to impair it. And I've seen this myself anecdotally, with going through some pretty severe gut issues in the last couple of years, and just starting to get on top of it now, or in the last year, certainly getting on top of it. It is so important that we prioritise, foods that digest well for us, because we could have these healthy fruits and vegetables, peppers, onion, garlic, things that are generally considered as healthy foods, but if it causes this inflammatory response and subsequent bloating, gas, diarrhea, things like that, then it's not for you, or it is not for you just now, anyway. And we need to look at the gut health, or the gut microbiome, and put some strategies in place there, and then potentially slowly reintroduce those foods. If you're not sure what the Bristol stool chart is, go and have a look at it. We're aiming for a 4 daily. That just gives you the consistency of your stools. If you're on either opposite ends of the scale, then we probably need to be looking at our gut health and coming up with a strategy and something that we need to focus on.